ongoing battle in Northern California to contain relentless wildfires there. The massive Dixie Fire tore through the small community of Greenville last week, destroying multiple businesses and homes and leaving piles of ruin in its wake. The town that dates back to the Gold Rush era lost just about everything, including many historic buildings dating back a century. One of the town's business owners spent the day digging through rubble, saying he was just shy of completing an art studio when the Dixie Fire decimated the entire town. So far, the Dixie Fire has scorched nearly 500,000 acres and continues to make history as the second largest wildfire ever to hit California, with only 21% containment.
Well, hundreds of thousands of bikers enthusiasts are rolling into Sturgis, South Dakota. The 81st annual Sturgis Motorcycle Rally is well underway, kicking off this past weekend. These street views are courtesy of the city of Sturgis, showing a steady flow of motorcycles cruising through the downtown area. Officials estimate that 700,000 people from the U.S. and beyond will visit Sturgis during the 10-day event. This despite fears of the highly transmissible Delta variant surging across the country. And last year, more than 400,000 people attended the event amid the pandemic, which coincided with the start of a sharp increase in COVID-19 cases across the Great Plains. Officials say the first few days of the rally are some of the busiest they've ever seen.
Canada is now allowing vaccinated Americans into its country. The border has been closed to non-essential travel since March of 2020 to try to slow the spread of COVID. It opened at 12:01 a.m. on Monday, and hundreds of cars were lined up for entry into Fort Frances, Ontario from International Falls, Minnesota. Wait times to get into Canada varied by location, but the wait at International Falls averaged 7 hours on Monday. There were also long lines at the U.S.-Canadian borders in New York and Washington State. The U.S. has said it'll extend its closure to Canadians making non-essential trips until at least August 21st.
The fight against COVID-19 is growing critical, with a shortage of hospital beds for the sickest patients, and the military soon requiring the vaccine for troops. NBC's Tracy Potts has the latest.
COVID cases hit a new high, 36 million, rising in every state. Florida hit a daily record for the third time in a week.
It's overwhelming our staff.
In hospitals, critical care beds are running short. In Houston, only 6 available this week in a city of 2 million people. Estefany Lopez's 11-month-old daughter had to be airlifted 150 miles away.
It was just very, very overwhelming, heartbreaking experience.
The Pentagon will require COVID vaccines for service members by mid-September. In a statement, President Biden said he strongly supports the move to ensure force readiness. Some Republicans disagree.
Federal government ought to get the living daylights out of our life and stop telling us how to lead our lives.
Florida's governor has banned mask mandates.
There will be no restrictions and no mandates in the state of Florida.
But as schools reopen today,
we have one ask: wear a mask.
Some districts are requiring them anyway. And there's new concern about COVID cases among children, up 84% last week. Tracy Potts, NBC News.